you doing? Welcome. This is Black Shy Guy once again coming in with another prediction. ADESANYA versus VETTORI Part 2. We know how the first fight went. It was freaking crazy. This fight is going to be probably even 10 times better. But hey, fights are almost like football and basketball, whatever the case may be. It's almost like any given Sunday. Anybody could come out victorious here. But you know, I gotta go for my man ADESANYA, man. Stop playing with it. You know what I mean? The Rock Lee himself, the one from the Hidden Village, the one who can freaking open the 8th gate. You know what I mean? The one who is so proud, no matter how tough he gets in the octagon, he still has that smile on his face. And that's the reason I love ADESANYA. A lot of people find him very arrogant, very cocky, but I love his confidence, man. I love his ability to fight whoever's in front of him without even having any type of doubt within his abilities. And I really like that about ADESANYA. But VETTORI is no pushover. Because even though VETTORI, if you remember that first fight, VETTORI was not fighting right in the first and second round. It's almost like he wasn't in sync. He was always hesitating. He was always making ADESANYA fake him out in the first and second round. And it was only the first and second round. And VETTORI was so laid back. He was basically letting ADESANYA control the rhythm of the fight until VETTORI just went at him. You know what I mean? That's when the fight started getting more interesting. And it started getting even more close. Very worrisome for ADESANYA because a lot of people actually thought VETTORI won that fight. A lot of people thought he won that fight. But ADESANYA pulled it off. But I'm not gonna lie. ADESANYA. It was a close one. It could have gone either or. But you pulled it off, thank God, for real. Because I would have been pissed. But this fight is gonna be a close one. ADESANYA has to match the same pace he brought in the first fight. He has to match that same rhythm. He has to take control and basically take the rhythm off of VETTORI early, like the way he did. But the way he let VETTORI come back in that third, in the third, even though it was a short fight, you know what I mean? It was almost like he just let him come back. Like he let him get his rhythm. You know what I mean? I think it was in the second when VETTORI actually found his rhythm, because in that first he was horrible. I mean, you guys remember, he was horrible. He was not in sync whatsoever. He was so hesitant, and then he just exploded and the fight became close. If VETTORI brings that same energy he brought in the later rounds, this could be a very close one because VETTORI is a good fighter. But ADESANYA has a 6-inch reach on him still. That didn't change. That 6-inch reach on him, it gave ADESANYA a real good amount of work to dial in on him. And VETTORI has to overcome that reach because it's really hard. And even when you finally overcome that reach, now you're fighting right in front of ADESANYA, even though that's where VETTORI want to be. But ADESANYA is no pushover at all. The only thing is, ADESANYA, I don't get what ADESANYA says, even though he's my favorite male fighter in the UFC. He's got to get better with the ground game. He's got to get better because when you drop ADESANYA, you got him right where you want him. He's got to get better with that. And hopefully he did. I hope he works more on that. But he just seems so out of sync when he's on the mat. You know what I mean? And I hope he worked on that. You know what I mean? I can understand enjoying your training or whatever the case may be, that you try to perfect your craft that you already basically perfected, but you got to work on your weaknesses. And I hope ADESANYA worked on that ground game. So if VETTORI brings in the same energy in the later round, VETTORI can give ADESANYA the fight for his life. You know what I mean? And I'm glad ADESANYA is back down to his weight. You know what I mean? That 180 range, because I mean that last fight, I don't count it. I mean, ADESANYA just has to stay. I understand he's trying to reach pinnacle of stardom by dominating 2 weight classes, but stay in your weight, man. I mean, just stay in your weight. I mean, I understand you want to dominate two weight classes, but I mean, just stay in your weight. You know what I mean? Because I mean, maybe I'm being greedy. Maybe I just want ADESANYA to always win. I'm not trying to say for ADESANYA not to reach for the stars and go for bigger and better things, but I mean, I don't know. He just wasn't the same in that last fight. He wasn't the same, and that's why it was brutal for him. And not in the last fight, in the fight before. You know what I mean? Because when he fought Paulo Costa, he demolished him. Paula better not come back. All right, I'm gonna say Paula, not Paul. Because Adesanya picked on him so bad. That fight was gruesome. But let's get back to the Vettori fight. That's another video for another day. And anyway, my channel didn't really start when that fight was going on, so I didn't do any predictions on that fight. But my channel is here now, all right? My channel is here now. But anyway, leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know your predictions. And don't be fronting. You guys always want to talk about my predictions after the fight ends. Leave your predictions. This way, if you shout me out, I can shout you out for being wrong too. All right? This is Black Shy Guy. Hit that like button if you really enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button for any upcoming new videos. Once again, thanks for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Peace.